like an early game champion, but like we've seen her have so much impact in these team fights in the later stages in the LCK, and be really disruptive. So timing from Peter, because he waited for the minion to die to land the dredge line to set that up. But Lehends got some honey fruit, won't really do much to the lane itself, and with the priority that's been achieved here, and the fact that Sponge already at level 6, they pick up the dragon. So first dragon secured in the LCK, so Scout's doing good there.
Some of those picks have been Chovy as well. Peter stuck around and just died for it. I'm not really sure what the idea of sticking around was in the first place.
Perhaps.
Interesting start for him. Clozer is now level 7, so you can actually do things here. Gonna land the stun and immediately back away, and Peter is just dead again. Doesn't have flash, so again, there's just no escape for him. They're gonna give this kill over to Scout, and that is a second death. Oh, no. He is. He's in a lot of trouble here.
Try clear the wave.
Yeah, he has flash cleanse available. He's gonna get slowed up. There's the Slurkle as well, and there is the flash. And Peter comes up, but guess who's here? It's Taeyoon and Scout getting in and getting that kill. Pyosik trying to come in and get the kill. He does take down Sponge, but that is it. He immediately dies. So 2 kills now to Scout. He's up to 3-0, feeling like Showmaker from the first series. And I think Peter just dies a third time. There's really no escape for him. And he's not going to trade back a kill either. So 2 kills for Taeyoon, 3 for Scout.
Yeah. The only caveat you kind of have is that DuDu and Pyosik are at least ahead of their counterparts.
Yeah, but
that almost makes it feel worse though, because it's like the fact there's only a 1.6k gold lead is because the top jungler offsetting the massive lead Taeyoon has.
Okay, Sponge doesn't have Smite, but it turns out it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. They do get the flash out of Sponge at least.
Jack of all trades, so I'm not 100% certain if he has cashback.
Well,
actually, the gold lead did just close by a good amount, so I think he does have cashback. So I'm gonna assume he does. And he will have his quest in a moment. And you know what? Feeling a little bit better. Feeling a little bit better. Quest is about to come in now. deokdam takes some back in return, but still, finding some poke like that definitely helpful. Kingen now has his Eclipse, but it's still into a Rek'Sai, who just kind of heals up. Oh no, Peter.
All right, well, Peter is in a lot of trouble here. Doesn't look like he'll be getting out of this one.
Yeah, he doesn't get a bailout.
And Taeyoon got the kill as well.
Yeah, not ideal.
Simulator.
A lot of dying, ultimately. Not having a fun time. Just a tricky one, I think, into the Nautilus into this composition, you know, when you get jumped on by the Leona Jarvan, it's just hard to disengage. And I think Nautilus just feeling very squishy right now with the amount of champions who have Dragon, but they're a little bit slow. They do have a nice ward there, which isn't spotted by the control ward, but this is going quickly. And the problem is, your jungle is a Jace. You don't really want your Jace in melee range to smite, but if this dragon goes...
Oh, he's just going to get flashed on and engaged on, and Pyosik doesn't get to play the game, although Sponge is taking a huge amount of damage. He will survive for now, as he is incredibly low, but at least they do have the smite still. Scout is making plays in this one, although he might have to pay for it, but still, the dragon goes over to the side of Gnome and yeah, we did get 1 kill for DNS.
One as well. The gold overall is still close, but you're getting really what you need. Well, sometimes send a Shock Blast at Scout for free gold. If he does, he gives away that they're in the brush.
I mean, Scout is
But if he doesn't, he doesn't collect
he's not buying
a little bit of gold.
Well, it seems like they want to make a play on a Clozer, actually, but this is... I mean, there are a bunch of members from Gnome up here, and we're going to throw an ult into Scout, and yeah, I mean, Lehends is right there to block all the damage. They're trying to take him out, but now Sponge is here, and the flash away, and the big Cataclysm comes in from Sponge, and they are just baited 100%. deokdam finds himself in a 1v1 with Taeyoon, which he's never going to win, and Gnome get a gigantic fight, and DuDu's just in the bottom lane like, guys, come on, I just TP'd bot.
Well, at least DuDu is still going strong.
Yeah.
The rest of his team, though, not so much. And Baron will be the prize for this. Nongshim were ready. Felt like they had a read on this play. And weren't surprised at all when the attempt came in. DNS definitely feeling a little bit desperate when they set up for this.
They have to get in there, though. There's, like, really not an option to give away Cloud Soul here, but they're down 5,500 gold.
The Shock Blast missed.
Yeah, he hit the first one, missed the second one. And every single one he misses might be a death sentence for his team. Trying to zone their way in. Peter not going to hit the hook. They do get in, but that's the Cloud Soul for the side of Nongshim. Taeyoon very low as DuDu, the year DuDu gets the big shutdown. But I think the year DuDu will end here as Scout is taking a bunch of damage. Clozer's like, we gotta go. But meanwhile, the entire team is being roasted in the backline by a Jarvan. Clozer, all by his lonesome, will be taken out. Nongshim immediately say, we get the Cloud Soul, we get the big fight. And they might just take the game.
Absolutely brutal, honestly. Just felt like DNS struggled to approach that one. Peter couldn't connect with the engage. Oh, what's it called? The quiver thing. Brendan, help me.
It does look like a quiver.
What's it called?
I always think it kind of looks like a little mini cannon. They were not fighting against a Yunara, as far as I can remember. Yeah, even the shock blast into Taeyoon is not that big of a deal. As deokdam, he does have flash, but he also does not have a health bar. Down he will go, and the wallets are just gigantic. Clozer's like, I'm playing an Ivy, I'll stop them. Nope, not gonna happen. DuDu, here DuDu still going strong, but
just run away, DuDu.
Yeah,
stay safe.
Take the tunnel.
Stay safe.
Grab the wave in mid lane, maybe.
Stay safe.
Yeah.
I think this is drastically reducing the chances that DNS have to flip the Elder. But, you know, DuDu's keeping the hopes alive.
Yeah. And so they say, well, we got 3 of them. Let's take the Baron.
Yeah, DuDu's storming the game out, keeping it alive.
He is.
Honestly,
doing a great job.
Hard to kill. And pretty threatening.
What about this time?
He's testing it right now.
Okay.
Not that hard to kill, all things considered, if all people are
He
hitting
got
you.
space for the team.
Yes.
He got space for the team to move in. Oh, shock blast.
Did not do that much, all things considered.
It did.
And their strongest member is now dead. Sponge is 4
no,
levels up.
Vision of Pyosik. Oh no, he's dead. Yeah, there's no hope here as the solar flare ends 2. deokdam is dead. There we go.
Yeah, let's not even bother flipping the Elder.
And it's 30 minutes, and Nongshim will win game number 1 with a 15,000 gold lead. GG.
GG. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I said this last series. I don't think game 2 can be as bad.
You know, I feel like there wasn't as straightforward of a issue early on.
That makes it feel weird. You know, it's a short-range team comp. Zaya's going to do completely fine into that. The Rakan syncs super well with the Wukong. You have that mobility. You have so many people to dash to who are going to be stuck in the fight. I think it's a really high, but mostly mitigated. Okay, we got the fight.
Yeah, we're just getting the fight. They're just going for it. I mean, DNS are definitely trying to force this. They want to burst down Pyosik, who just goes into the Cyclone. Does get the smite down, but look at this. Everybody's so low in the pit. And only the one guy did go down. And that was the Dragon. It's still 3 kills over to the side of Nongshim. So yes, you do get the Dragon, but you lose quite a lot. Trying to get a fight afterwards, but they never made a fight happen because they had to commit all in the pit and take a bajillion damage just to get the Drake. As now we got Taeyoon, or rather Lehends, onto the turret. I assumed it was Taeyoon because why was Lehends kind of farming there? That's a big bubble, and now deokdam, he's going to take a gigantic amount of damage himself. Taeyoon is on the chase, waiting for that culling. It doesn't quite have it, but still doing lots of damage. Even the bubble helping out, and you can see that deokdam has to flash away.
Yeah, I mean, look at the item differential between the bot laners. Taeyoon with the BF sword, a Dirk, and the Scout slingshot. Now the culling!
Guys, you're just backing underneath the turret. The culling was so close. Things, I guess.
He will survive playing that game. I think the main thing is the mid lane, right? Is we're seeing this massive...
Okay, that's embarrassing. Taeyoon is just giggling as he's walking back to lane.
Not current patch.
Okay.
Oh, we'll see the replay first. He actually eased himself with the ult on the way, so he gets the extra damage the most.
Yeah.
Okay, after this play, deokdam is half HP. That doesn't feel good.
Just waiting for the dash in. There's the cleanse, but he is going to get charmed and locked up. Lehends sacrifices for his 80 carry.
Okay, here's the pitch, right? Firstly, Nongshim, short-range composition.
Wait,
remember?
Maybe it's a Chemtech Soul, which honestly is actually not that bad on Nongshim. Scout is going to get charmed up here, but it's just a little trade. Not really amounting to much. And it is a Hex Soul. There's the calling. Deokdam is like, man, this is not very enjoyable.
He said damn and he ducked behind the minions. Yeah, not having a fun time in this lane matchup. Not the Essence Revolution, but going for the Stormrazor.
They're just diving. They're just pressing their buttons on a Deokdam who does not have the Feather Storm, and they will get the kill, but it is a trade 1-for-1. The TP does come in from DuDu, though.
I'm not sure what the TP was for, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Clozer is not in a very fun spot. He is going to have to Spirit Rush away.
Yeah, ult down. I don't think Scout used his ult.
Peter going to press his buttons, and not a lot of buttons here for Taeyoon, as now the Cyclone will be used, and the shutdown does go to DuDu. Has taken up the turret here. Peter nearly dies, but...
Okay, that's what the ult's for. The TP's for, sorry, I guess. A lot of flashes committed to make this happen, but you see the dive potential to come. And now we got to play here. DuDu has Lehends, by the way. He's strong.
Yeah, Scout, I mean, he's got his flash, but he just elects not to use it. Doesn't really get a good opportunity to do so.
It is the year of DuDu.
It's the year of DuDu.
And he has a
he interaction with our top laners, but now we will.
TP'd on.
Well, it was nice while it lasted. Good caster curse. Ox. Sorry, new quiver. Yeah, DuDu's dead. Yeah. And here DuDu will be once again put on hold just for a moment and will continue when he does revive.
That's compelling. I believe it. Honestly, Peter just probably said something like that, and he has the great vibes, so that's all they needed.
I mean, realistically, like, Nongshim got that lead, but their follow-up plays were, we're going to dive the turret, trade 1-for-1.
Right, that one slowed is massive, so...
When is Lucian Nami not going to be a thing? Is it ever not going to be a thing? We're just killing the turret up in the top lane. Meanwhile, throwing ults at each other in the bottom lane. Clozer trying to back here, but Sponge is on the way.
He has ult. He's just so dead.
Yeah, it's just really a matter of, you know, does he use the ult or does he use the flash instead?
Why would you flash instead of ult? I guess Dragon's in 30 seconds. I actually think that's the right play.
He really wanted to kill him as fast as possible.
No, I actually think if you think you're going to be contested on Dragon, I actually think using flash instead of ult is correct. I actually think that's the correct play.
It's really heads up from Sponge.
Because ult is more useful in a Dragon fight than flash on a Vi. So yep. Either way.
Well, DNS get the Dragon.
Okay.
So, maybe again, I think the idea was
maybe he
correct.
wasn't in range to ult, and he had to flash to close distance anyway. I don't know.
Well,
either way.
No, he was charging his Q. Like, he would have Q'd and then ulted.
No, but maybe he would get charmed if he Q'd, if he didn't flash.
Maybe, yeah. Lehends looks like he's a bit dead. Hits a lot of people with Tidal Wave. Yeah, meanwhile, a TP came in.
If he just blank Qs him, I think he just gets charmed and dies. So that you know, that perspective makes sense.
All right, I think we've
definitely done it to death.
Figured out.
Yes, done it to death.
Clozer's going in, and Scout is as well. He knows there's no escape once that kill on a Clozer. He's not going to have it. As there's the R2, but he is burning down to DuDu. So,
the Ignite!
Flash Ignite comes in from Peter. They're really going to get him. And also Deokdam is dead. So, yeah, I mean, you're trading, but also Taeyoon is just like he is a juggernaut here in the mid lane.
Yeah, Nongshim managed to build up another gold lead. Feels like DNS kind of losing that grasp on the game a bit, but they did get the Dragon. So, closer to Soul.
Sponge decided he was going to do the Krugs.
Whoa.
He's getting punished for it, it looks like. We have a nice bubble to catch both of them. But we do have another flash coming in. DuDu does want this kill, and they get it. Will they consider the culling? Didn't really do a whole lot.
Okay, and we have Lehends and Clozer, so Clozer's doing something.
He's trying to get in here. Looks like DuDu might be in a little bit of trouble as the Equalizer comes down. He just wants to turn that damage onto Sponge, who is burning to a crisp. And it's a little bit late on the reaction here from Nongshim. Kingen does tank a lot, but so does Clozer. He goes down, or rather Scout, and now Taeyoon. It's a clean ace for the side of DNS. They turn the game on its head.
It's the year of DuDu. He comes in huge. Nongshim try the engage onto him, and even though not a single member of DNS has a flash available, it just doesn't matter. They just team fight better. They just click Q on the Rumble. He does the drill. Very much gonna like pokey. I'm gonna do like 300 like that. He does that damage.
Yeah.
And then he waits a little bit. Like, I actually think it will take a long time for you to kill all my...
Oh, man! It's gigantic! The equalizer hits the Lucian! And DuDu says, get on my back, team! I'm driving the bus! I am the bus! And, yeah, I mean, just like that. Like, Nongshin were trying to posture here for a Drake, and they just got absolutely destroyed.
Annihilated. Just Taeyoon trying to get poke. Didn't he know?
Slowly farming. Late TP doesn't matter. Comes in, gets a kill anyway. Was just quietly doing his thing. And
like pokey. I'm gonna do like 300 like that. He does that damage.
Yeah.
And then he waits a little bit. Like, I actually think it will take a long time for you to kill all my...
Oh, man! It's gigantic! The equalizer hits the Lucian! And DuDu says, get on my back, team! I'm driving the bus! I am the bus! And, yeah, I mean, just like that. Like, Nongshin were trying to posture here for a Drake, and they just got absolutely destroyed.
Annihilated. Just Taeyoon trying to get poke.
I mean, DuDu got a free 3 items, was slowly farming. Late TP doesn't matter, comes in, gets a kill anyway. Was just quietly doing his thing. And the rest of the team, yeah.
I can see why.
And now he's playing Nami.
Because he has been very good on this Nami. Like, like, genuinely, his Nami line Baron, where the equalizer just covers the whole thing.
So DuDu's here, so yes, we are going to have Scout with some pressure in the bot lane. And maybe someone eventually has to go back. That is a decent amount of gold on the map that Nongshin can get.
Oh, they're sending deokdam just to soul the dragon?
Just take the Drake.
By the way, this is such a great move because deokdam's so weak, I don't think it even matters.
This is his best. What is your function? I take the final Hextech Drake. Like, that's it.
Honestly, as long as Scout doesn't find him, he's fine. Oh, wait, Scout might be coming. Oh, no.
I think he just...
Oh. No.
Okay, DuDu's here,
Okay, it's fine.
He's got the chaperone. And to be honest, this Baron is so slow, too. Like, they are not even hitting it anymore.
Okay, that was scary.
It does go to deokdam, and that is Hextech Soul.
Wait, they need DuDu here. DuDu should TP up. Yeah, he's coming.
He's TPing. And now, I mean, they're just going to try to engage on a Clozer. That's a 3-man knockup, actually, from the Kasante. Doesn't matter, though, as the Vi is down, Taeyoon is down as well, and the wallets are just too large, and DuDu gets here, and that's when you know the fight is over. Triple kill for Clozer. It looks like this one will be closed out as well.
Yep, oh, the Hextech slow. You know what, Scout? You have permission to leave. It's okay. Long death timers, they should just be able to end the game here. I think they have enough damage, unless Scout does some miracle play to buy time, but I mean, the minion wave's small, but I think they can just do it.
Yeah. They can easily tank it up. And they're going to do exactly that. Peter tries to get in there, and Scout is trying his best as well. He had permission to leave, but he's still going to try his best.
He got another kill.
Yeah, he did. He got the kill, but the kill on the Nexus will go to DNS, and we are going...
Ultimately, you know, I thought we'd get something a bit crazy in Game 3 of Fearless. This feels quite tame overall. I do think the Gwen is a big scary factor, especially since DuDu got his hands on it. Which we've seen a lot of Scions abuse, because it's a max HP shield that you get later in the game.
It's gigantic.
So they'd normally like TP into fights and have that mega shield.
Flash on in as DuDu, maybe he thought he had flash. I'm not so sure because he's just dead. First blood goes over to Kingen. That must have been a misclick. All right, break it down.
Okay, so Kingen's like, I have Ignite. I feel good here.
So he tried to avoid the
He tried to flash the Q, but Kingen ended it early because he knew he would try and flash it. So he's like, I'm just going to get the damage. I don't care about getting the knock. You know,
a bit more.
Considering it's supposed to nullify magic, it doesn't really do that good of a job.
All right, here we go. Ignite is off cooldown. DuDu is getting traded against, and he's not having a very fun time. He's just getting autoed to death. Flash over the scissors, and Kingen gets a second solo kill against DuDu.
Well, this time... the smite!
There is Lee Sin, and he does get in. Now, Pyosik has flash. He is going to utilize it just to get away.
That was actually pretty slick from Pyosik. Smite the minion to get the Q on him. That was pretty smooth. Died to Sponge. So... well played. Yeah, got hit by the slow. Kingen just walks up and ignites him and just starts autoing him. gets inside the shroud so he can land everything, and then flashes over the snip.
Meanwhile, we got a pretty big trade in the bottom lane. Lehends almost dead. Doesn't look like he will die, as Taeyoon is continuing the trade. He says, no, I win this. And I'm not sure that we agree. And he's going to have to flash away.
Now, so we'll see what you can do with that.
Nice Q to come through, but they're engaging with the jungler here. Taeyoon has barrier as well. They're just going to look for Peter. And there is the stun, easy kill. Taeyoon picks it up. Meanwhile, we got a little ult trade in mid. Pyosik is here. And trying to clear the wave. The Q will just be dodged. Scout says, I don't need my flash.
Yeah.
I just run away.
Yeah, that bot play a little ambitious. I think would have made complete sense if Pyosik had been there. Have your jungle backing up, just a little bit ambitious. Itchy trigger finger comes through from Peter and ends up backfiring. Try to ult to the mid lane though. Clozer are going to be, I think, pretty happy with it. If you're trading ults and don't end up doing any sums. Okay, Lehends, not your red buff.
Yeah.
Kingen has an ignite again, by the way, so is he going to get another solo kill? That's the question.
And let's see what he can do. No ult available, just trying to clear the wave as much as possible. Pyosik says, I'm just going to... yeah, the Q
there's no way. There's no way!
Well, and now maybe DuDu is in a bit of trouble. Zombie Scion's getting in there. The dash is going to help. And Sponge just says, I'll take it from here. Man, that was... I kind of want to close my eyes in reverse. Like, can I take that out of my brain? Like, I don't want to see that. Unfortunately, it was the LCK.
You saw him charging it up! And you ward-hopped into it! What did you think was going to happen?
Now, if he hits the Q, does he live? I think he does.
But, like, you can just ward-hop not into the Q!
I know. I mean, they're collapsing now, but it looks a little bit late. It's like they're dilly-dallying a bit, and yeah, DNS will just get it. Peter had a good angle as well.
Okay, they can get some plate gold here, though. You know.
Lehends take the red buff.
Just take the grub.
Maybe the health regen? Anyway, we are looking to maybe do something here on the Rift Herald, but it's late again. I mean, Sponge is still going to go in. Gets that ult down. Bit of damage on a deokdam, but Peter also getting low, but he hits the ult on a 3! And that's all he needs to do! The health be damned! And the Scion is going to run away, so they get the Rift Herald +2. Not half bad for DNS.
Yeah, I just feel like the team fight, the setup, better from DNS, coming in immediately. If Scout or Taeyoon are fed, then it's less of a concern, but they're not fed. It's been a pretty even game. If they're just dishing out damage, that's okay, but there's a lot of threats on the other team that they kind of have to fend off.
We got deokdam to finish off that. They're trying to TP in here, actually, DNS. They want to get a bit more.
Yeah, Scout with no flash.
And, I mean, they should be able to get Scout. Like, that should happen. They're looking to trade the turrets as well. The needles do go through, and DuDu picks up the kill. And that should eventually be the turret as well. And meanwhile, Kingen is just getting top turret.
So last game, we saw a DNS who fell behind and whipped.
And now, I mean, we got an Infernal Drake in a minute 15, but already DNS are trying to pressure as much as possible with this very early Baron they have.
And Scout is just playing the silent. You just have TP. There are wards behind if they want to go for something crazy. Oh, DuDu's just pushing his power.
Just getting free plates. And they're going to force a fight here. They are going to get Clozer. Nobody really stops him. And they say, Clozer, you're fine. It's okay. Big shockwave going to hit 3, but Clozer will go down. As the sweep catches nobody. And deokdam is untouched. DuDu is untouched. Although Taeyoon is now getting value on the backside. He jumps in, takes out Pyosik. It's a battle of the carries. And it looks pretty good for the Gwen. As Taeyoon just does not have the staying power. And it is the year of DuDu officially once again.
The hiatus is over. Year of DuDu back on schedule. Comes into the fight. He's there to clean up when things get messy. And it's him versus Scion, and he takes that any day of the week. Kingen just gets to watch as he kills his tower in front of him.
Oh, man. This is the worst feeling as Kingen.
He's sitting there. He's like, he's like, guys. I thought Scout got a lot more value with the ult than he did.
No, he did.
Actually, just like everyone just kind of split.
Yeah.
When it came in.
Yeah, he, 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 was unable to do much. He's kind of went in.
On the same page.
Yeah. And you know, it's looking pretty good for DNS. You and I both DNS predictors.
Oh, did I have TP flank coming in? Flank coming in.
Immediately curse it. They're trying to get on top of deokdam. He's in a lot of trouble, actually. This is a good play from Lehends as they get into that backline, but the damage isn't quite sticking as now Taeyoon pushes in, and the Ezreal is down. A big shockwave, but they've already taken out deokdam. And this time it's really up to DuDu alone as he is going in. There's nowhere else for him to go. The needle's hit, but that is it. He only gets the one. Pyosik is down, and that is the final kill, going immediately to Taeyoon.
I don't think they have enough time to end the game here, but it's a massive team fight win for Nongshim.
From House directly, Caster Curse is real, so even he's come around, and you know what? I agree. I always have. But now we have another Baron attempt. We got TP coming in. Sponge is here. He's going to spot this one. DuDu, he TP's in. Whoa. And he blast cones out.
Okay. He's okay. He's fine.
He's got that shield.
Dragon's in 2 minutes, so they don't have to do anything crazy now. DNS can just play for Soul. But things are feeling a lot more even. I also want to note, I think DuDu was level 16 and Taeyoon was level 13.
And, you know, DuDu, he doesn't have the needles anymore, but a lot of posturing here in the front line as now the ult is going to come in. Kingen has to immediately get out. Kick! Not going to hit anyone. Except the Sion, of course. As Ingo Scout, very telegraphed, and I'm still gonna get it into him. Clozer does go down. As the side himself was pretty good on top of it. deokdam still has angle, and DuDu is in that backline, but he's just CC'd 100-0, and Taeyoon lives almost forever. Finally goes down, but deokdam is alone, and now Nongshim will take a huge fight and look to push and maybe end the game.
That should be enough for the death timers. I think they can just push to go for an end here. Actually, they don't think they have the time. Looks like the pings are going for the Baron.
Baron, yeah. And yeah, I
think they might be right.
We'll just have to wait and see what happens in the next fight, which might not be for a while. I think that Nongshim do have, obviously, the ability to go when everybody's grouped up there with Scout and Kingen, and they had DuDu marked. They knew he was on the top side. He didn't have the needles. He wasn't as much of a threat.
Really gotten anything new in quite some time. So
he's probably going to get an inhibitor turret. So trading an inner for DuDu getting an inhibitor turret against Baron. Maybe they don't get the full inhibitor turret, but DuDu's still going to get away, especially with all these disengage cones. And actually now looking for the engage themselves. Pyosik trying to slow them down, looking for Lehends, but the headbutt comes in, and I think it's just a little bit too much of a reach.
Yeah, not able to find the angle there.
Not really the most impactful Baron push we've seen.
Yeah. I think the game just in a very tense position. Really opted into that much magic resist in the builds.
And they get another turret, so...
Okay, starting to get the pressure.
As we're getting Banshees taken away, we're getting a lot of poke in already. As that is the big slam already into Peter. He is extremely low, and all this damage is only hitting Kingen. So for Nongshim, I mean, yeah, Taeyoon actually did take a bit of damage himself. And they're just going to try to burst this one down. Might get a bit flippy here as Peter, he is not really a factor anymore. And they're just going to give it away.
The poke is too much, forced away. Dragon given over. It's not soul for Nongshim, but it does stall the game out further. And DuDu's in trouble. TP coming in, he's TPing out.
TP. And that's... He got over the wall, he saw the ward, and he's like, oh, well, either I TP or I'm probably just dead. So
yeah, oh, they're going straight for Baron, though.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of damage with their Fed carries.
They actually would do it pretty fast, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
Pyosik? Okay, never mind. They're not. It was a TP. It's a long cooldown TP, though, from the... They've been both the TPs on the side of...
He wants something. And maybe it's going to be Lehends. Doesn't pull the trigger. I mean, this game is so close. Like, you could see both sides are like, they want to commit to something, but...
I mean, getting any sum, everyone has their flashes up, right? Getting any summoner would be so big here. Just even like a flash of an Alistair would be huge. I thought they were going to find an angle there, trap him in the pit, maybe kick a Sion into him. They got both the TPs from Nongshim, including that super long cooldown Sion TP. We're in shreds, but you know, DuDu's been on these items for a while. He hasn't really gotten anything new in quite some time, so
he's probably going to get an inhibitor turret. So trading an inner for DuDu getting an inhibitor turret against Baron. Maybe they don't get the full inhibitor turret, but DuDu's still going to get away, especially with all these disengage cones. And actually now looking for the engage themselves. Pyosik trying to slow them down, looking for Lehends, but the headbutt comes in, and I think it's just a little bit too much of a reach.
Yeah, not able to find the angle there.
Not really the most impactful Baron push we've seen.
Yeah. I think the game just in a very tense position. They got the Dragon Offer, but they just haven't really opted into that much magic resist in the builds.
And they get another turret, so...
Okay, starting with just Taeyoon and DuDu right now. I think are the main characters in this fight.
Yeah. I feel like Peter as well. Like, I want to see him have a good engage, because we haven't really seen it yet. I mean, early in the game, sure, but not on a big late game team fight. As we're getting Banshees taken away, we're getting a lot of poke in already. As that is the big slam already into Peter. He is extremely low, and all this damage is only hitting Kingen. So for Nongshim, I mean, yeah, Taeyoon actually did take a bit of damage himself. And they're just going to try to burst this one down. Might get a bit flippy here, as Peter, he is not really a factor anymore. And they're just going to give it away.
The poke is too much, forced away. Dragon given over. It's not sold for Nongshim, but it does stall the game out further. And DuDu's in trouble. TP coming in, he's TPing out.
TP. Yeah. Well, at least they have a Kaisa that has one.
Yeah. I mean, they don't have anyone who's like crazy tanky, but there will be a decent amount of resists. Like just Gwen naturally.
Pyosik's just on vision up here. And I mean, he is Lee Sin.
He dodges. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that was very close. As they're trying to wrap around here, but again, he's Lee Sin. So you're not really getting anything except putting yourself in an awkward spot here as Nongshim. Now they have to wrap around.
This is delicate.
This is like ring around the rosy.
Both teams just jostling for position, you know. I have to remind you, neither team is out if they lose this, but you can see the pressure really on. They don't want to go to that elimination match, that best of 5. They want to win here.
It's exhausting too. You got to come back to the studio. You got to play potentially 5 games against tier ranks who don't know where you're going to get there. Exhaust goes in onto DuDu. That's not really going to find anything. They find Scout. They got him. They got him into his Zonias. But no follow-up. There's the flash. Scout now going in on a Pyosik, but that is one scoop onto only Pyosik, and now Sponge is alone. And Nongshim are kind of falling apart at the seams, just trying to escape at this point. And maybe that's some Baron pressure here from DNS. Definitely map pressure as they start up the Baron.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage, right? They get some flashes, they get the Zonias from Scout, but no kills. No kills. And now Nongshim going to reapproach, and the poke from Taeyoon is so scary, by the way, on this Baron.
Yeah.
Clozer, look at his health.
I mean, they're getting so low here, but Kingen trying to frontline. He's getting low himself. He's just basically dead. He ults, he flashes, he gets away. Smites just come down here. A little bit late. They do get it, though. Sponge zoned away. He's going into the GA. And now it's all about the deokdam show. As Sponge not able to get out of this one. In goes Taeyoon trying to burst down DuDu. Not able to, but a 4-man knockup comes in from Lehends. Taeyoon's still alive, still on the chase, but it's really just him.
Oh, the W!
And Scout goes in as well. He's just gonna get so much value onto so many members, but now it's only Taeyoon as he is on the escape. Pyosik getting huge value on the Lee Sin. Just not
deokdam!
And deokdam! One more Q would do it.
Oh, he's gonna die.
1 Q. There it is. Perfectly timed. And deokdam seals the deal in the fight.
And Taeyoon's dead.
And I want you guys to keep in mind, this game is not over. Like, Nongshim still could somehow win this. It's not, again, DNS are favored for it. But yeah, Baron only for another minute. And you can see that DNS not really willing to dive at this point. It is just too close.
And now with the Infernal Soul, that extra damage with champions like an Ezreal really starts to hit. You connect a Mystic Shot onto a squishy member.
Yeah, not signed.
Yeah. Taeyoon does have Rabadons though, so those Void Seekers are a major threat. That poke has been the MO from Nongshim. I do think more magic resist from DNS will really help take the edge off. Because this is such a magic damage heavy composition from Nongshim. Definitely the game has swung into the DNS side at this point.
It definitely has.
But it's still, you know, we've seen it go back and forth many a time in this game.
It's still a really close game. Like, yes, 2 inhibitors are down. DNS trying to push here for the 3rd. And I mean, the Ezreal is chunking so much.
TP him back. They need to defend this 3rd inhibitor.
Yeah, mid lane as well is being pushed in.
Ooh,
the Void Seekers are not hitting.
If they miss, it's huge because you don't get the cooldown refund when they miss, so it buys you so much time.
Yep. And yeah, Scout kind of has to play both sides here, mid and top. And thankfully for his sake, the wave's not quite synced up.
Yeah, Pyosik tanked that one, but it does mean it's back available. That one just, well, I don't know where that was going, but...
Swing and a miss. So, yeah, I mean, they still have Azir. Like, they can still chop down, and if they don't have Baron... Okay, Sponge went through vision, so he's just going to have to flash away. Kind of awkward there, but...
Okay, good summon to pick up there from taking that flash away from Sponge. Also, I mean, Baron's up in a minute, and Nongshim on red side, so approaching.
Right.
Oh, well, they're going for Baron.
We're just going to start it. They say we cannot wait. We have to make something happen. As they're looking... Oh, the kick! It's going to get onto Taeyoon as well, and he's dead! Pyosik finds the angle and puts them in the ground. As Scout is still alive, he finally goes down, and that's both carries out of this game. deokdam full health, red buff, full build, and this game is over. DNS will win it 2-1 and move on to the playoffs. What a huge performance from them to come